Hello, welcome to Escrow Escapes. This is the real estate stories, market trends, and true tales from the front lines of closings. I am Matthew Halliday, Navy veteran and father of three girls, also a full time real estate agent. Let's get into it.
Closing table, pens down. Then the survey says the shed's not yours, and the room goes quiet. Welcome to Escrow Escapes. I'm your host, Matthew Halliday, and today we're diving into a frontline story about a last-minute survey that nearly derailed a closing and what you can do to stop that kind of panic before it starts. Let's slow down and walk through what actually happened. Okay, so picture this. The buyer had been in escrow for 4 weeks, inspections done, loan underwriting clearing. And then the surveyor measures and it's different. Half a foot of fence over the line, a corner of a deck poking an extra foot into the neighbor's yard, a little storage shed sitting just over the boundary by inches. Those numbers sound small. But in title land, small is a trigger word. You could feel the air get thinner. People fold their hands, glance at phones, not wanting to be the first to look up. The buyer thinks future disputes. The seller thinks lost sale. The agent thinks the clock's ticking. Immediate reactions? Negotiation or walk? Delay the signing or proceed with exceptions. No one wants chaos on signing day. In this deal, the buyer asked for a credit, the seller offered a limited remedy, and the title officer floated either an endorsement or an escrow holdback until a recorded resolution cleared the issue. Messy, tense, but salvageable. Okay, let's break it down. First, surveys and contingencies. A current boundary survey tells you where the legal line sits. You can lean on plats or tax maps in many transactions, but they aren't always precise. A survey contingency in the purchase agreement gives buyers the ability to raise an issue and negotiate or walk if something material appears. When should you order a full boundary survey? If improvements are close to lot lines, if the lot shape is odd, or if there's any suspicion of unpermitted work, order it. If you're on a brand new subdivision with clean plats, you might rely on those. Agents. When the build footprint is within about 2 feet of the boundary, push for a survey. It's cheap insurance compared to losing a closing. Second, negotiation levers and remedies. You don't have to walk away. Options you can use: monetary credits to buy the buyer peace of mind, escrow holdbacks so the sale closes while funds are reserved for remediation, recorded easements or boundary line agreements to legalize the encroachment, or seller remediation, move the offending structure. Each approach carries trade-offs. Credits are quick, but permanent fixes? No. A recorded easement follows the property and clarifies rights that can cost more upfront but avoids future title fights. Holdbacks let you keep the closing date, but be precise. Who pays, what work must be done, what evidence releases the funds. Put that in a written escrow agreement. Timelines matter. Moving a deck or shed can be days or weeks, depending on permits and contractors. Recording an easement is fast when both neighbors agree. It's slow when there's a dispute. Credits and holdbacks buy time, but they must be drafted tightly to avoid future headaches. Third, title companies, endorsements, and lenders. Title officers will flag survey exceptions and decide if they'll insure over them. Many title policies exclude defects shown by a new survey unless you buy a survey endorsement. Lenders typically want insurable title. Some will accept endorsements, others won't. Common tools. A survey endorsement can remove certain survey-related exceptions. Boundary line or easement endorsements clarify rights, but endorsements cost money and have limits. Ask the title officer, what risks remain after endorsement, who pays, and will my lender accept it? If the lender says an endorsement won't suffice, remediation or a carefully drafted holdback may be the only path. Now, a short practical checklist you can use the moment a survey raises a flag. Say these out loud at the table. Step 1. Pull the purchase contract, the survey, and the recorded plat. Step 2. Call your title officer, ask what exceptions they'll place and whether an endorsement is available. Step 3. Check with the lender. Will they close with an exception, accept an endorsement, or require remediation? Step 4. Get contractor estimates if remediation's on the table, and talk to the other side about credits, easements, or a holdback. Put any agreement in writing and tie it to clear release conditions. A quick immediate action you can take right now. Add a short specific survey contingency to your purchase agreement, or require the seller to provide a recent survey within a set time. That little clause buys you leverage and time, and it keeps you out of late night scramble mode. Recap. 1. Surveys and contingencies prevent surprises. 2. There are practical remedies, credits, holdbacks, easements, remediation that let you protect value and still close. 3. Talk to your title company and lender early so you know what endorsements or fixes they'll accept. That's a wrap on this episode of Escrow Escapes. Thanks for listening, and remember, every deal has its bumps. It's how you navigate them that counts. Catch you next time. If this helped, subscribe to Escrow Escapes. Grab the one-page survey checklist in the show notes, print it, hand it to clients, use it at the table. Let's keep closings moving and surprises out of escrow. Here's the bottom line. A little survey planning goes a long way.
Thanks for listening to Escrow Escapes. For more real estate tips, market updates, and behind-the-scenes stories, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I am Matthew Halliday. We'll see you on the next closing. Thanks. Have a great day.